And we are live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Chaco and Big Nasty's live show.
Yo, guys.
How's your weekend been going, buddy?
Good. Getting some stuff done, and mess with the dog in the yard. I always need to take some energy off him because he's a psychopath. But yeah, got some stuff done. And how about you? Is it been hot near you, or?
Oh yeah, man. It's been storming off and on all day, and been muggy, real muggy and stuff. So I went and seen Superman this morning, so it was good. I highly recommend it to everybody. Even if you're
I'm
not a
glad.
Superman fan,
I'm glad it's good.
yeah, me too, man. It was worrying me, but yeah, I'm hoping that it leads to better things for sure. So
Yeah, there's been so many bad comic book movies over the past 2 or 3 years. It's I've been complaining. Like I did that whole show on like how bad I thought the movies were, but I was so hopeful on this one. So I'm really glad that everyone has been impressed with it. I'm happy about that.
yeah, me too, man. I'm looking forward to the future of the Gunverse, or what do you want to call it? Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, you want to introduce our guest?
Yeah. So I think a lot of people are familiar with Aubrey AG. He's in the chat a lot of times, and Instagram. He has a huge presence on Instagram, by the way. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he has shown some of his comics from time to time. He has a really impressive collection. I first saw him, like he would show up in Alan's chat sometimes, but when I made an Instagram channel page, like I saw some of his posts, and I saw on a post he had a Punch 12 in background. I'm like, holy cow, man!
Yeah, holy
and
cow.
Came to see he has these really cool books, and asked him to be on the show like way back then, but he had already promised Alan he would be on Alan's show first. So he kept his word with Alan, which is cool. But yeah, I hope everybody, I think everybody's going to really enjoy this collection. Like it's really cool, and a really good guy, AG. So maybe we should bring him out.
Bring him on. All righty, here he comes. Boom. Hey.
Hey guys.
Yo.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No, thanks for doing this.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, pleasure.
Yeah. Should we say hi to
the chat real quick? Let's see who we got here. Let's see. We got Mr. Dave, Garage Geek. Hey, buddy.
Hello, Dave.
Glad you're here, man. Let's see, JSS as always, our main dude.
Joe JSS.
And John.
Can't have a show without the coach.
Hey, coach.
Let's see. There's Dope.
No, hey, Dope.
He's the leader of all of us idiots, it turns out.
Yeah, her esteemed idiot leader. Love it. Let's see. Am I missing anybody? Nope. That's about it for right now.
Yeah.
Gotta get us going. There'll be more people. We'll say hi as we go.
Yeah. But yeah, as we were talking, AG, like the way we usually start off is, we start off just kind of interviewing, and we really what we want to hear first is just how did you get into collecting? How did you get develop a passion for collecting, and what do you like? Just kind of your story, your comic collecting story.
Yeah, I've said this before. I'm relatively new to collecting comics. I've only been doing it, seriously for about 3 years. And the whole thing started, I guess, is for me, it's it all has to do with family. And first was, when I was a little kid, my mom would buy, before I could read, my mom would buy me Spider-Man books, and she'd read them to me, and I'd go through them. And I had the rattiest Spider-Man books than anybody, and I did Hulk, and of course I watched Incredible Hulk, and they had a Spider-Man cartoon, a terrible Spider-Man show, and the Wonder Woman show, and I so into that. I had all the Underoos, and I was really in it. Somewhere after, 8 or 9, I kind of lost my way with it. Other than, any movies, cartoons or whatever, I certainly would get into it. But, I was more into sports and my school and stuff like that. But I would associate comics with my mom. I kind of fast forward to about 3 years ago when my mom passed away.
Oh,
And
sorry, man.
yeah, and it was, and I was finding myself kind of like reconnecting with that time as a kid, and I started reading comics first. It was basically like 4 years ago, I guess, is what happened, and I am very avid reader. But I read a lot of good runs and got back into the character. Of course, I enjoyed all the Marvel movies, and kind of went and a lot of stuff that I had missed. I was focusing very on life and business and I guess schooling early on, and this on myself and
Say AG. You're freezing on us. Is he freezing for you too, Rich? Or
Yeah, he is. He's locking up on us.
I was gonna say maybe. Do you want to disconnect and come back? Maybe it just might be a connection thing. We could filibuster for a minute while you're reconnecting.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
No, yeah, it'd just be better. I want everybody to be able to hear you.
Right. Want to make sure we get a good reception.
Yeah, but he'll be right back. Okay. Hopefully, I think I was able to hear most of it, but toward the end, it was kind of getting to where I couldn't hear.
Yeah, it was getting broke up pretty good. It was freezing a lot. So I don't. Maybe he's got some storms rolling up where he's living at or wherever, and
yeah,
because they were moving east from here. So if he lives up northeast anywhere, that's the direction they were going.
And sometimes it's just like sometimes for me, especially when I had router difficulty, it was just like I would have to restart and you kind of come back, but you don't want to be. I want to be able to hear people to be able to hear his story because I think it's a really interesting story.
Yeah. Let's try it again here.
All right, I changed the network I was on. Hopefully that'll help.
Oh, that's way better. It's way better already.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's way better. Yeah, man.
All right, so let's see if I can come where I think maybe where I left off. I was about 4 years ago after my mom passed away. I was, got back into reading comics and just got back into and got into the whole, just the pop culture and the history. I started, watching the YouTube stuff. And you start off with the Comic Toms and the, a lot of the modern stuff first, and then I started learning more about like the Silver Age, and then eventually discovered Alan's channel,
as we all do.
Yeah,
and really I caught the bug big time. After listening, doing with him. But the other big thing that was pretty important too, about 3 years ago, I sold a company, and now I had both the time and the means to, really get into a hobby, because I really haven't had many hobbies growing up, or not growing up, many hobbies as an adult, because I was always focused on growing my business, and I've got 3 wonderful kids, and no regrets or anything, but it's just now was a time, and I'm kind of early retired here I'm just turned 49 a couple.
That's so nice.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
So at least for now.
Yeah.
And then another and also, so I obviously getting into Alan's channel and talking to Alan and Stephen has helped me quite a bit and kind of mentored me in and how to do this. Talk to him pretty regularly, especially when I'm like, okay, I'm looking at these 3 books, which one will I be the most satisfied, and he always has such a good advice on that.
He's done the same for me. We talked to the Wartime Romances I just picked up. I was looking at a 0.5 version that I would not have liked, and it was like the day I took his advice and said, I'm not going to do this one. The very next day, a better one showed up, and I was able to get it. Sorry.
Oh, you did so good. You did so good on that book. Oh, man. That's a great one. That's on my list of one. I love that book. It's so good. So, now and the other thing that I've been able to do is, I was doing that with my mom, I'm now doing with my kids. My oldest is a freshman in college, and so she's not so much into it. But my 11 and 14-year-olds, they're totally into it. We spend our weekends, a lot of our weekends, sorting through books and
awesome.
Teach them how to, it's not, about the superheroes, about the history, and but then also too about it's a good. It's kind of when you're kind of a kid, it's a good way to learn about investing and value, and they try to give them an appreciation that some of these are real expensive, and how to buy and sell items that have some significant value, and so that's been good to kind of pass down some knowledge and our kind of love of comics. My daughter loves Wonder Woman, and she just finished the Grant Morrison run on it.
Oh, wow.
And she's got the Gail Simone one next.
Oh, wow. She's really reading. That's fantastic.
Yeah, she's reading them too.
That's great.
Yeah.
My son's more just into the books, and he loves he loves the, hey, these are valuable, and he helps. He built my display up here, and we got, I don't know, that poster is a pretty cool poster. I wish I could show you all that. It's signed by the entire cast.
Oh, really?
Really? Yeah.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Including Stan Lee.
Wow.
It was
nice.
within a couple months of him passing away. It was like a charity auction deal. But excuse me. So, and we're all this next weekend, we're all going to go to go see Superman, and we're all fired up about that. And
I love hearing it. I love hearing when people are passing a love of, well, not only comics, but a love of reading onto kids. I think that people who read are more interesting people, and it's great to have more of the more interesting people in the world. So, having kids that are going to grow up and be interesting people is a good thing.
And what's cool is that I don't think they had a lot of confidence in reading, and showing them well, you can get 90% of the story from the picture.
Sure, yeah.
Just kind of keep the place going, and that's been really cool. The other thing is about 1 year ago, July 2nd, I was in a super severe motorcycle accident. I broke 25 bones.
Whoa!
Wow.
I've had 8 surgeries.
Oh my God!
And I mean, I literally, I've been out of a wheelchair now for maybe 2.5 months.
Oh wow! Even as we were talking to you, you were still in the wheelchair.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh wow!
I mean, I've come a long way. I'm walking pretty well, and now
good.
I'm back
Awesome.
going to the gym and stuff like that. But it's been a very interesting year. But I don't think. I mean, I went for a year watching probably. I watched all your guys' channels getting started, and watch Alan's show, and Matt likes comics. Watched all his stuff, and I watch Keston, old school comics. It's one of my favorite to watch, and so I just got. And before like a year ago, I really wasn't doing I wouldn't be very active on the lives and stuff, but that's when I've started, getting involved in the chats and things like that too. So
yeah.
And then I got lots of time to study books and which ones I go for what, and which ones I wanted to get. And so I spent the last year is probably where I've spent most of my time getting into Golden Age, because I started doing modern, and I started like with Spider-Man, right? I was reconnecting with my mom,
Right.
and getting the Spider-Man books, and my first kind of big book was a Hulk 181. That's a
Big
great
book.
That's a great book. I love Wolverine was so cool, and then I got more into the Silver Age. I think I have all the big Marvel keys, and then through watching Alan's show, I just really got the bug on Golden Age.
That's what happened to me. I was aware of Golden Age, but I didn't realize how much I liked it. And still, watching Alan's show was what really got me on that wagon.
And the good thing is I got in just at the right time. I'm kind of like right after the bubble, and and I was buying into the books as the market was falling. So particularly Silver Age. Golden Age has been kind of steady going up. Now it seems like maybe Pre-Code and some certain books have been kind of going down a little bit in Golden Age, but it's mostly steady. Hey, Matt.
So, would you like to show us some of your awesome, cool books?
Yeah. So like I said, I collect mostly Gold Age. I'm only going to show my Gold Age stuff.
Okay.
I've got some hero books, some crime books, some Good Girl, and some Pre-Code horror. So right here, and this is More Fun 54.
Oh,
nice.
Is that first Spectre or second Spectre?
No, it's an early Spectre. I think it might be his third appearance. Okay. But this is a classic cover.
Yeah.
It's one of the top 5 or so covers of the Golden Age, according to various sources. So people that kind of go after the Batman 31 and Phantom Lady 17, and this is kind of on that list of books that people get. It's a Bernard Bailey cover, 1940. And they're only 37 Universal. This is from 1940. So
fantastic.
Yeah, I like it. It's very simple.
Yeah,
very simple cover.
Yeah,
I love the Spectre.
Yeah, he's a very underutilized character. He's a total badass. An All-Star 3.
Nice.
And a 4.0. 1940. It's a Hibbard cover and Gardner Fox story. And there are 66 Universal. This is the first appearance of the JSA. I like this cover because it's got the heroes on it, and it's the old school,
Yeah, I've always liked that cover.
Yeah,
Sandman just hanging out.
Yeah,
Spectre's like an omnipotent being just hanging out on a table.
Yeah, just hanging out.
Yeah, Sandman is a big hole in my collection that I really want to address too. I love Sandman covers, are so cool.
Oh yeah.
From that time. Now this one is book I originally had restored, and I had it sent off to one of the aspects I'm involved in. If Jason from Archivist Drift is here, but involved in kind of the conservation community.
Oh, yeah.
And so I worked with Phil from Phantom Restoration. This was a 4.0, and took this down to it went down to a 2.0, but became Universal. And this is just a really good copy.
It's awesome. Yeah.
The colors are so good, and he took off all there's color touch on it, and some jacked up stuff with the staples, and able to get a Universal in it. And also, this is Provenance. This was part of the DC Universe collection, which somebody who had collected every single DC book up until 2014 or something like that. It was
wow. Holy shit, that's
that is collecting.
Yeah,
that is
that's collecting. Yeah, man.
Was this the lady that, or was this there were two of those that came up, right? There were.
Yeah, this is the DC Universe. The guy who did this was like an English music producer. And he was, I guess, had produced a bunch of big bands in the 80s. And this is the first appearance of Wonder Woman. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
And that's the significance of it. And it's got 155 universal copies of it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful one.
Yeah, it is.
Next one's a pretty big book.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a little big.
Batman 1. 1940, Bob Kane, Jerry Robinson cover. And there are 153 of these. And this is actually a significant copy. Can you tell this? You know why? Can you see it?
Stan Lee, isn't it?
It's Stan Lee
signed the case, or
it's so weird.
Yeah, he signed the case. Thank you. So the difficult is it's a 1.5, and it's because the back is cool too.
Oh,
it's
that's awesome, man.
It's a 1.5, and the cover looks really good. It's just the page quality is really bad. It's brittle and it's kind of falling apart in the thing. So I'm kind of having to deal with trying to decide, do I get some conservation done to it, just kind of save the book, or do I, keep the weird Stan? This is probably the only Stan Lee signed Batman one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, it's being preserved. It's being preserved, being in the case. I mean, technically, but yeah, I understand what you mean by preserving it more. But yeah, it'd be a hard choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I think in the short term it's gonna be fine, but
yeah,
like you're saying, with the brittle pages, it will come apart.
Right.
Can you see like
it's already coming? Yeah, it's
already
little
pieces of it.
Little pieces of it coming out.
Yeah, I mean, it was put in a case a long time ago. I don't know the exact time, but this is kind of one of the old labels. So
yeah, preserving the book at some point is probably going to take precedent over the Stan Lee.
I tell you, I was watching Archivist, and I'm glad I came across him because of all the other channels and stuff. But I've been blown away watching some of the stuff that he does, man. I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah,
he's great.
I watch it for like ASMR,
Yeah.
To me, it's so relaxing to watch the conservation people do it.
Yeah, do their thing. Yeah.
Jerry does a great job with that. Jerry the Jitterbug, and like you said, Phantom Restoration, and he's on with who's the guy, the kind of bald guy, the real big bald guy. They're
Liberty Hill Comics.
Yes, yeah,
Dr. Paul.
Yeah, he's good
he's
too.
On with Captain Larry and and they're so nice. I mean, right now I have a book that probably is my biggest book in my collection. I have a Flash 1. That's getting it is a high grade restored book that could come back a mid grade unrestored that Phil is working on, but everybody's so nice. Everyone has been consulting on it with them, and so I'm excited.
You can tell they love comics.
Yeah, for sure. And this is a big book.
Yeah, a little bit. That's a little big book. Yeah,
it's a minor key.
Yeah,
there are 79 of these, and it's this Schuster.
That's
that's amazing.
And this one I could get some work done too. There's a lot of variation in the values of a 1.0. I mean, almost 50% of the value can go up and down, even in a 1.0. And you're talking tens of thousands of dollars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I watched the 35 cents video the other day, man. I was like, wow.
No, that's nice.
Yeah, he really did get like a good deal on his.
Yeah.
The back is so cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's what they're using for the Gunverse now, is that guy, the back cover image.
Yeah, they do a little animation where they actually have it animated a little bit, breaking the chain. It's cool.
All right, now I'm going to go into some of my crime books,
All right.
and these are some pretty good ones. So this
that's a big. It's one of my favorites. Jeez.
is a ghost copy. It's so hard to find this book.
I love that comic.
It was so hard to find it. It is an actual insane cover. It's not well drawn. I mean, look, it's like stick people practically. But the girl's head is on fire, and
He's pulling her into the range. Yes.
Yeah.
this is a Charles Biro, and Bob Wood was the writer. And what's funny is Bob Wood, about 10 years later, went to jail for murdering his girlfriend.
Wow.
I heard that. Yes.
Wow.
Are you the one who told me that, AG?
Maybe
That's foreshadowing like
so
crazy,
funny.
man.
Yes. Wow. It's so crazy.
It's the third crime book ever, and also it has, because it's 1942, and right here is Mr. Crime. He's the predecessor to the EC, Crypt Keeper and the Old Witch and stuff. So
That is that. If you remember on the scientifically proven top 25 Golden Age covers, that made the list.
I did make the list. Here's one I think should have made your list, but didn't. Good book.
That's
Mask One. I have. I collect LB Cole.
well, it did. I had Mask 1, but not Mask 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
This made the list for sure. The fairies are so cool.
Yeah, I like it. This is only a 1.0, but the colors on it are good. Which when you get an LB Cole book, you got to make sure that the colors are good.
Yes.
There's 69 copies of it, and it's 1945.
Yeah, he had to be doing like the liquid drops of acid back then, man.
Well, he's doing
awesome.
He's doing psychedelic art before there was psychedelic art.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. They had that liquid acid you drop under your tongue, whatever it was back then.
Oh, there's number 2. Wow.
Yeah. This is good, and it's fairly high up on the census. This is Mask number 2. Mask 2 is probably my favorite of the two. So if you, and it's also 1945, and there are it's a little more rare. 53 universals of these.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I liked one first, and then the more I've had it, I'm starting to like this one more, as I like the trade on top, and just the people's faces they're
the floating heads. Yeah, I love that.
They're going through hell. They really are.
It's so cool to for LB Cole to have that, like the distinctive colors and stuff, and a lot of them, it's like the amount of, he has that huge text bubble all over, like a lot of his covers and stuff. But yeah, it's like he's so distinctive. I really like that.
And on Automatic Comics, he talks about that LB Cole sometimes sometimes does great cover, and he mails it in on a whole lot of them too.
Yeah.
And the ones that he puts the detail in, they are really masterful. But you can always tell. This one's a very rare one. Only 22.
Oh yeah.
This is punch number 9.
One of these is coming up next month in the Comic Link auction, but it's a restored one. But I was looking at it. But yeah, that's a beautiful. Those are so cool. Where he's painting the characters that are killing him.
Yeah.
So violent.
Yeah, especially for its time too, man. That's what's crazy about.
Yeah, that was 1944.
Yeah, so cool.
And then this is my favorite cover from ever.
Oh, that's my favorite cover.
Yeah, that's by far. Yeah,
that's my grail. That's my grail for comics. That's like when people say, "What's like if you could have one?" That's the one.
That's it.
Yeah, it's hard to get. There's not a whole lot of them. There's only 35 universals, and I think there's only maybe 1 or 2 restored. There's not a whole lot out there in general. And then you're also this one. I mean, you see the flaw in it,
right?
But this one has the best page quality of any book on the census. This is has off-white pages.
Do you think there's more out there that people are just like, I mean, not like a lot, but like people are just sitting on that aren't on the census?
I saw like Swag Louse did a video that shows somebody that had like 4 of them or something. Like,
Wow.
Which would, increase the census by over 10%. So
Yeah.
I think that's the case for any of these rare books, that, when you're talking, some of these books are less than 50. If somebody, if there's an outlier book where somebody is stashing 4 or 5 of a book, you could completely change the market on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's rare though. I mean,
I'm still hoping to run across one of those at a garage sale or an estate sale or something. Someone's
there's one. There's one on mycomicshop.com. I think it's
it's a high. It's like a 7. Is it a 7.0 maybe?
I don't think it's that. I thought it was like a 3 or something, but it's at 18,000 right now with 2 days left. I'm thinking it goes high 30s.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm gonna get on there and just
I know that it has I think that one is a slightly brittle copy, but it's still there's not a lot of good high grades.
Yeah, it's not out of my price range.
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah, but if I want to eat,
right.
So on to my Goodwill, the Spirit 22.
Yeah, classic cover.
1950 from Will Eisner.
Yeah.
So it's common for the Gold Age at 109 copies, but it's still pretty rare.
That's fantastic. That's another one of my favorites. Every time Steven shows his copy, I always think, what a cool cover.
Oh, Steven's copy is so good.
Oh yeah. That's almost everything he has.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's most of his collection.
Yeah, he doesn't mess around. Whenever if he gets a book, he does not mess around. He gets a book.
Yeah.
This is another one that he has. I think he's got a 7.0.
Yeah. This is the one that I told you about, isn't it?
Yep, this is one. Mike or Chonko helped me get this one. He sent me over to the guy who had it, and
so cool.
I totally appreciate it. And it has a notation from CVA on it, which means it's supposedly the cover is good for its grade.
Yeah, it's like best example of that at the grade or something like that. Yeah, those are always. This was something I just was tapped out when this showed up. Otherwise, I would have bought this. I love this cover.
What number is that?
54. Yeah, 54, and it's a Jack Kamen cover.
And
it's
the
69.
I like those old Blue Beetles, man.
Blue Beetle 54.
Yeah.
It's the magic mirror. It's like somehow a brassiere shows up on the mirror that doesn't appear to be on the actual girl.
It's a straplin.
Did Steven show his last Monday show where he showed his Blue Beetle stuff?
I think he did.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, I love those early Blue Beetles. Best I can do is the Charleston ones.
That's another one. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorites. There's so much cool.
What number is this one? 14. It's the last one of the first volume series. 1948. Another Jack Kamen cover.
So good. The bondage cover onto the radiator, and she's tapping in Morse code on the radiator.
Yeah, this one is a real. This one I got a really pretty good deal on Comic Link. You know how on your show, Chonko, you talk about finding some of those sleeper deals on Comic Link. Link. This was one of those. I think there was a Heritage auction going on, so at the same time as the big signature one that we just had, and I was able to just swoop in and get this one.
Yeah, I've had really good luck sometimes on Comic Link. Sometimes it goes for fair market value, but I've had a lot of examples where I got something well below. They're in with Bry. I normally can negotiate and get good deals.
Here is a really nice book. This is from Stephen Gettner's collection.
Phantom Lady.
Another great.
Yeah.
I remember when you told me you were getting it. I'm so deeply envious of this. It's yeah.
And I was talking with Alan and he was asking, well, what book are you going after now? And I said, well, the one I really want is A Phantom Lady 17. And he's like, I've got just the one that you want.
I got the shirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, this is one of my favorite covers too, obviously.
There are two reasons why this is really a famous cover.
Very two big reasons. Yeah.
1948, and Baker and Al Felstein are, Al Felstein is not officially considered, but I think a number of people have to say that. And it's relatively plentiful, but man, these can get pretty expensive unless you're even the restored books are pretty pricey too, to be honest. But if you get an unrestored Phantom Lady, they're real expensive, and there are 112 copies, universal copies of it.
I got that 16, the one above my head here, and I got a good deal on that. But but 17 is my grail for Good Girl. It's my grail.
Well, and you see a lot of my collection is kind of lower grade because I tend to kind of want to get to get more books and kind of spread out more and kind of diversify, and that's probably more emotional than it is anything else. So I did want a couple signature auctions ago. I wanted to get like an exceptional book, and this was what I got.
Yours is my goodness.
9.4. Holy crap.
Jeez. I thought I had a really nice copy, but that's way better than mine. Jeez, oh feet.
Wow.
There's only one more that's higher on the census, and that's the Mile High copy.
Oh wow!
But I love this cover too. I mean, it
must have been kept in a diaper drawer or something, man. Jeez. Nice.
Yeah. I wish that in a book this nice, I wish they would have preserved something about the provenance of it. But I don't know. I have no clue. But I love that cover too.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah,
it's still way up there for me, and I was so happy to get mine. But yeah, yours is.
Her hair is so unique, and
yeah.
And this part always bugged me. Her knees are. I was like thinking dirt or something's on there.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Baker. Once you start buying Matt Baker, you start to develop an appreciation for how fantastic, especially when you see up close, like the hair and the amount of detail and just like care that he takes, especially with like female figures, is like unbelievably great.
Yeah, I think it takes like a gay male to probably draw women without fetishizing them so much that it looks, like you draw actual beautiful women. I don't know.
I didn't know that. Was Matt Baker gay? I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. That you've just, I know he was like probably the first prominent Black American comic artist. I think most people would agree to that, but I didn't know that he was also gay.
Yeah.
Wow, you just taught me something.
And there's my
oh wow, that's another big book, man.
Cinderella Love 25, and there are only 31 universal copies of this book.
Wow! Again, look at the hair.
Yeah.
All the shading.
And I'll show you something here too. I don't know if I saw on Matt Likes Comics. I showed this too, but I also picked up.
Oh, Matt is saying he was not gay. That
he was not.
Stephen and Ellen debunked that. I don't know. I can't. I'll let you guys debate that. I don't know. So
yeah.
This is what it came from.
Whoa, geez. Nice. Oh, you showed that, didn't you? You showed this on your Instagram today, right?
Yeah, and I showed on Matt's channel too.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. That could you show that with the cover?
Yeah.
I know it might be tricky. I'm sorry, but wow.
Cool.
That is great.
I don't know. You can see like it. So many elements of this show up on that one, on Matt Baker's version of it. Well, I've got some pre-code horror. You want me to show you some?
Well, oh no, please don't. You know me, man. Oh yeah,
I'll go through them a little faster. I like this one cover.
that's a great one.
Yeah,
A fishing cover.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I've seen Alan show that one.
This one is not really a pre-code horror, but the Red Dragon
Oh
7.
no, it's cool.
Dragon.
I just picked that one up last week.
That's cool.
Freaking melting him with a white beam.
I like this one. That's nuts.
Yeah,
Oh, great. Yeah, I like that.
that's a really uncommon one.
Yeah.
Do you know the
Fantastic
census count on
Fear
that?
6. I don't know. That one I don't know. Some of these I don't. And then this one I got. This one's not very expensive. This is just I think $100 or something.
Yeah.
But I like this cover. It's by Everett Raymond Kinsler. I guess
Yeah,
he's-
I'm not familiar with this one.
I guess he's a well-known painter, and he just did comics very quickly,
Huh.
for a very short period of time. But his paintings are very valuable.
Really cool. I like it. I've never seen that one.
This one I know Alan showed a lot.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah, that was cool.
Tales of Horror #6.
Yeah.
This one's a well-known one here.
Oh, that's another one that I really want. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. The eyeballs and
Yeah.
Just melting the dude.
Yeah, just turning the jelly.
Mr. Mystery #11.
Oh, that's a big one. That's a big comic. Yeah, the ants
Buried
eating
up
the
to
guy's
the-
face.
Yeah, buried up to the head with the ants eating him.
I like this cover, but I mean, this is a total ass quality one.
That's a cool one. That's a great series.
Yeah, it's still
Really
nice. I like that. Yeah.
No, totally. And this was actually my first Golden Age purchase.
Oh my god, I didn't know you had that. Oh, geez.
Nice, man.
Wow. I didn't know you had that.
Dude, that's my grail.
That's my number 2. That like Punch 12, this, and then Dynamic 11. Those are and this, wow, that's such a great book, man.
Yeah, it's one of my
Yeah, it
favorites
is.
for sure. I love it. Is it Lee Elias? Yeah.
Yeah.
You,
I just
you have the Tomb of Terror one, which to me is like it's this guy's twin.
There- yeah, the two, the exploding head and then the drowning 15 and 16. And I don't know if you heard me talking about it on Biggie's channel, but I just won some original art from Lee Elias. I got an
Really?
original page from a Human Fly comic he did. I got it on Comic Link, and I won it for like $300.
Sweet.
an original
Yeah, but it's
original
Lee
page
Elias.
from Lee Elias. Yes. I was like, why is nobody buying this? I was so excited.
That's awesome.
It's arriving tomorrow.
Oh, sweet. We're watching your show to see that one.
Yeah.
And this is the first pre-code horror book.
Wow. That's another really big spicy sausage of a book, man.
Yeah.
Holy cow. I always liked the Nosferatu, and yeah, it's so wild.
1947. It's a cool book.
Did it say who did the cover?
Yeah, Joe Kubert.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
No, wait. No, I'm wrong. Bob Fujitani. Bob
Oh.
Kubert did the inside.
Fujitani, I know that name. He did something else too. Something recently that I saw. I have to look.
Here's another Lee Elias.
It's another one that is on my list. I love that cover.
Now, this one I bought it raw, and it had a big tear down the middle. And see,
Oh wow.
this is a conserved. I had the book conserved, and so it looks good. Phil from Phantom Restoration did. That dude does some good work.
Could you hold that closer to the camera? I can't even tell.
Yeah, We can't tell. It was
Wow, what a
it
good
was all
job.
the way down. It was all the way down.
Wow.
What a good job he did. Wow, that is very impressive.
Does he have his own channel?
He does.
Does he? Okay, I'm gonna check
Well,
him out.
he shows up every Sunday on Liberty Comics. They do a really good live stream with basically all the people that are involved in,
I guess that's the only place I've seen him. Yeah, Archivist said the same. Sorry, I didn't interrupt. I always assumed that he did, but yeah, he shows up on that. Yeah, sorry.
No.
Oh my God,
Another one.
This is one of my favorite covers too.
that's
Yeah,
another
that's
huge
another one.
comic. Oh my God, that's a banger. My goodness gracious. Can you put that back up to the camera again? Wow.
This one
That
I had.
is-
This one was a 1/8, but it was had so much water damage that it was rippling.
Hmm.
And then, but this one I had Phil went through it and really improved the heck out of it. Got it to a 2.0, but more than that, you can't see any of the rippling at all anymore.
Maybe the most famous of the pre-code horror covers.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It's a Misfits EP cover for Die My Darling. It's like, you remember a long time ago, people would wear that shirt with the Misfits on it instead of Chamber of Chills.
Another big one.
Oh yeah, classic.
Yeah, it's cool.
I have two more, and then that's it. This one is one of my favorite books because of the historical piece of it, but also I love insane covers.
Oh, this is one of my, I have this, but yeah, that is fantastic.
Yeah, that is awesome.
It's cool. It's always cool when you see it.
Yeah, it's always awesome.
Mine's a 1/8, but that when I got back into comics, I decided to go into pre-code horror, and that was my number one, and I was able to cross that off, and I paid up for it a bit. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, I love that comic.
Jack came in. Who's Greg?
No,
Johnny Craig.
Yeah, Johnny Craig.
I can only afford the homage covers.
They a new one just dropped today or yesterday. There's the new Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees series.
Yeah.
And there's a limited homage to that cover. It's on I think it's on like Bird City Comics or something. They still have some, but it's like limited to like 200 or something copies.
Huh.
Oh, awesome. And here's the last one, and it's a big book. I just got it. It's a pretty good example of a book.
Oh yeah, classic.
Sweet.
Venus 19.
Yes, it's
Love that
Split
his
his
face
face
cut
off.
off, man. That's awesome.
It's
That's
a
so
real, it's a
awesome.
real good looking 4/5.
Yeah,
It's got this little corner here. It's torn off, and
that's what knocks it down. Yeah,
really cool.
It presents well, man. It presents really well.
Yeah, that's
thanks.
all huge books, man.
Man,
Good
massive,
gravy.
massive books. Yeah, massive. That's a whew.
Yeah.
So that's most of my collection there.
I need a cigarette after that, man. That's a massive-
Right, yeah, you kind of gave me a tingle a couple times there, man. I don't know if you heard the desk, but it like made a noise. Yeah, when you showed that Black Cat 50, I was like, oh, I got the vapors.
My forehead got a little warm.
But so usually what we do is we start bringing Rich shares the link and we bring other people on who want to come on. One thing, I something I just started looking into, and I don't know where you're at with this, but I just started looking into the collector's insurance, and I'm like, I don't have it yet, and I've been harping on it on my channel. Is that something that you've already taken care of? Like you got it all cataloged and with your insurance company and all that. I don't mean to pry on it. I'm just asking for mostly just to see what other people are doing right now for it.
Yeah, I right now I have it through my homeowners, and I've heard that making a claim is not good with that. And
Yeah, it doesn't work.
So yeah, no, I'm trying to switch over to like a collector's life insurance for them. Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to State Farm, my rep, and they want it all cataloged and with like, you know, approximate values to do, because yeah, and yeah, oh yeah, I have both of those too, JSS, but still with a fire or something. Yeah, you know, when I found out that, you know, like, you know, they'll tell you, you know, trust me, bro, it doesn't work. Like, trust me, bro, I had all these expensive comics. They're gonna be like, nah.
I had about $8,000 worth of books stolen.
Oh my God.
And it's an interesting story. It's kind of bad, but so I had a bunch of it was the suspense stories with the kind of the cult person, you know, kind of the poor man's suspense 3. That book.
I have that. Yeah, the one you're talking about.
And then I had a bunch of individual pages for Batman 1.
Oh wow.
And what had happened was I was like, oh my gosh, I thought the Postal Service was just losing it or something. You know, I had all these investigations going on, and these books went in because whenever U.S. Postal Service would show up, or the books wouldn't make it. You know.
Oh.
And then well, what happened was about last Christmas. So there's these two people that my dad is just going into a nursing home, and he had these people that were watching him, and one of the people, I guess, didn't know the other person had stolen those books from me, and they approached me and trying to sell them.
Oh my God.
And they had, and it's like, oh, so yeah, these are CGC with universal numbers.
Yeah, it's easy to prove.
Yeah, it was very easy to. So yeah, no, they're still, you know, they're still in trouble.
Yeah. Did you get them back?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Wow, that's good. Yeah, that's
another reason why when I talk about this stuff with like these really big books, and why I'm such a proponent of grading. You know, like you have a number that is linked to that comic. You can prove it is yours. You can, if you've tracked it and stuff, you know, whereas like, you know, that raw copy's gone forever. You'll never be able to, I mean, maybe if there's like real distinctive marks you could, otherwise it's just gone. Nobody's going to get that back.
Yeah. That was, I'd gotten them on eBay, all those books. And then, and the eBay has those pictures, you know, they save, you know, the pictures of the ones that I bought, and I was able to say, "Oh, show me the ones again. Want to take a picture of what you're."
Wow.
And the police were interested. I called the police on them, and
that's great. At least you got them back. That's the big thing.
Did they take them out of your house? Is that what you said, or?
Yeah, so they were taking care of my dad, you know, and they were like his nurse, and
yeah.
Somebody was a nurse. The other was like making food for him and stuff, and
looking aid. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
Yeah, that's
horrible.
Yeah,
dishonest people. I was like, I cannot believe it. But that was it was a shame because I blamed the U.S. Postal Service for so long.
There's Matt. Yo,
Matt. Thanks for telling me that, man. I didn't
good
know.
to see you again.
Good to see you, Matt. So you saw Superman?
I did.
How was it? How was the expert? What does he think?
It was wonderful.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
But there's a few people on here like Kay Munin that don't like it. So
oh, really? He already left.
KSS thinks it's terrible too.
Well, it's because there's Lois Lane in it. He won't be happy until they kill Lois Lane off.
Everybody I've heard, you know, has really liked it. Thought it was really fun and funny, and that's what I was hoping for. Is that it's a fun movie? That's what I wanted.
I loved it, man. I thought it was really good. I want to go see it again. That's how much I liked it. I want to go check it out again, because it always takes me a little while when a movie's good. I want to process everything. Something that helps to.
I think it's tough to compare to like you can't compare it to like the Endgame and the big Avengers movie. You got to compare it to like the early Iron Man.
Well,
'cause they're built on
they
that.
made 95 million so far before
yeah.
today.
I've heard that
That's
their
awesome.
the estimates are like for the weekend it's going to maybe be between 150 and 200. They'll like under 200.
They've upped it to 220 based on
Oh,
today's sales.
really? Wow. That's a big movie.
It's getting word of mouth, and apparently, okay, a lot of people think that the dog was over the top, but I think it was perfect.
Oh, it's
personally.
perfect. Yeah.
You know,
well, you know me, I love dogs, so
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
yeah. It's almost like I named my channel after one.
Yeah. So I wanted to say, come on and talk about the Matt Baker thing.
Mm.
I had said the same thing to Alan and Steve, and they showed me some sources. Alan in person has shown me sources where a lot of people said he was gay to protect him because he liked to date white women.
Ah.
That's interesting. I can see
And
that.
Given the time that was going on, I can.
given the time, even though
Yeah,
it
I
was
can
New
see
York, there were still a lot of people that didn't like it. So
Yeah.
because
I can believe
Baker's
that.
family said he wasn't gay, a lot of his coworkers say he wasn't gay, that there was always women there. And his friend says he was gay, but I have to wonder if his friend was covering up for like his best friend, but again, was covering up. They said part of the reason that one of the sources said part of the reason that the gay thing stuck was where he lived. He lived in an area of New York, Manhattan, that was known at the time for being a haven for gay people.
I see.
So it was assumed, well, we heard he's gay. He lives in this area. He must be gay.
Mm.
So, I mean, like, again, take that with a grain of salt. I could be wrong, completely wrong, but I'm going
Rent
from,
was cheap, so yeah.
I won't. I
like
believe
Police Company,
Yeah, rent was
I
cheap.
believe, yes,
So,
it's Mr. Furley again.
right?
I believe Steven, like if he's got a source that says that, I believe him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the important thing is that he's like one of the great artists of all time. Like, and probably I would say it's hard to dispute. Like him and Kamen, right, would be like
that. By the way, Frank Giusto is the friend that I was referring to that has said he was gay, but Giusto has also said in other sources that there were women hanging around him all the time. So I can't just. I mean, like, do you have that many people? I don't know.
yeah.
I don't really care. I mean,
Right. I like
it's
the art.
The fact is, he's long gone, and he is one hell of an artist.
Right.
And honestly, I personally don't care what he liked in his pants.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me at all. I don't care. I just want. What I know is whatever he had going on, he had one of the best appreciations specifically for women.
He already had to overcome his.
Yeah, he had to overcome his race. He was paid less than everybody else, and obviously he wasn't well because he died so young. Like,
and other than the Wartime Romances book, he does not fetishize though any part of the female figure, which I think is part of why,
there's so much time he spends on faces and hair, like where it's so distinctive, like because there's certain books where it's like it's a little bit like, well, did he really do that book? And then if you look specifically at faces and hair, you can kind of like narrow it down. Like even Phantom Lady 17, like the discussion is, oh, that's not a Matt Baker cover, and it absolutely is. Even if like later on, who was the one that came in and where they think maybe enhanced the
Al Feldstein.
Al Feldstein.
Yeah, Feldstein maybe came in and enhanced the drawing.
Feldstein was definitely known for enhancing those drawings.
So, I mean, even if that happened, it's still a Matt Baker cover. I mean, there are maybe multiple people at work at the cover, but you could see the face and the hair, and it's distinctive.
Yeah, and the thing is, there is a perspective that you can get from being outside the main culture, in the sense that like he can he can see things from an outsider point of view in that sense. And he probably maybe he just didn't fetishize anybody, maybe that just was his thing.
I well, I mean, I think I whether he did or not, I think the important aspect of it is that to do that so well that it's distinctively your style, where you've developed something that stands the test of history. Like we talked with LB Cole, it's the same. You have your distinctive style that stands the test of history, and people, here we are, how many years later, and we're talking about how fantastic. I mean, this is that's to me, that's what's the important thing is like, if what really truly great art is does it stand the test of time, and can you look back at it and still call it great? And there are a lot of things that just don't stand up. Like you look and you say, oh, that's dated and that was okay for the time, but that's not how it is on specifically some of these golden age covers, that like you look at them now and you're still like, man, that is fantastic.
Yeah.
And
to be honest, like, back then there was the whole thing about the house style. So, but I don't think in certain smaller places, like where Matt Baker worked, that they had that issue. Like these days, when somebody works at Archie, when somebody has done Marvel work, when somebody's done DC work. It's everybody has their own distinct style, but you can tell where the house styles have had a little bit of influence on them. Certainly, if you look at things from their later works versus older, like Dan Parent cannot help but draw in the Archie style. He's at that point where it's just natural for him, and it's awesome. It's really awesome. I'm just using him as an example. Hi, Steve.
Stevie.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Good. How are you, Stevie?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
Oh, doing good. I was just researching a few books. I didn't know I was on.
I just clicked you on, man. Just clicked you on.
Well, I'm happy to be here.
Glad to have you, buddy.
Hi, Matt. Hi, Chanko. Hi, Rich.
What shirt you wearing?
Hello.
What shirt you wearing, Steve?
I got a Batman on tonight.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
It's the Stormy Starry Batman.
I couldn't decide which one to wear for you guys, so I went with the one I got at Montreal Comic Con.
How was the convention? I saw your footage. Did you? One thing that I always want people to do when they're doing the thing, and it's just like, it's my own selfish thing. It's like when there are wall books, I'm always like, whoa, wait, stop! I want to see the wall.
The problem I had in there was that I knew that I wasn't health wise going to last very long. So I wanted to get the extent of the place more than I do. Stop like in some of the smaller shows, I stop and show the wall books, and I'll even stop and flip through the boxes. But that place was huge.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm always
second biggest convention center in Canada.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, I got to get my glasses.
I'm always like if I'm at a convention or anywhere, it's like I'm always looking at the wall, and when someone, and although when I'm at a convention, if I'm looking at the wall, inevitably whoever's at the booth sees me looking at the wall, and then they immediately want, and I'll be like, oh, I'm just looking, and I don't want to like waste their time, but I just kind of want to admire the books for a minute.
Yeah.
I think a lot of those they're meant to bring you in. I mean, they want you to look at it.
Right.
That's why they're priced so high. If they actually wanted to sell them, they'd put them on the auction. They want you to come over and see.
It's always sensory overload for me when I go to shows like that, man. Like when I was at Heroes Con or something, it's like I can't focus. I don't know what to look at.
That's part of the problem I had there too. Once I settled down, Once I settled down and started to look around properly, I actually found that there was not a lot of the big banger golden age books like you'd see at Heroes. I don't one thing I found out later, and from stories I've heard before, that doesn't surprise me. Montreal Comic Con has a reputation for getting things stolen from.
Oh,
wow.
And I know that that's happened to a buddy of mine. Actually, we found his book that was stolen because the idiots who stole it put it up on eBay and didn't even cover up the number,
right.
the serial number, and that was how we found it.
This is how this happens a lot, and it's another thing where I talk about those huge books. If you have that cert number and you can link it to your, like, show you bought it, you can prove that was yours.
Yeah, and he got his book back, but I mean, like, the guy has decided he's not going to Montreal anymore, and my understanding is they increased security this year, but I'm not sure if that was a lot. But anyways, due to that, a lot of people were saying, if you want a bigger book, I've got this, here's my card.
Oh, okay.
So it was more like that. And I think that was what was going on.
I'm not a big proponent of buying big books at conventions. I know some people, kind of, they do it, but I think you get better deals on auctions, specifically if you can be like, show restraint and be disciplined, where you're like, okay, this is how much this is worth, this is what I'm willing to go to. I think you get, I've found when I've bought big books, that's where I've found the best deals is an actual auction where I'm able to kind of limit the burn for myself. What do you think, AG? Do you agree with that? Or
yeah, I agree completely. I think when you're chasing big books at a convention, it's good to make relationships with the dealers, and then you want to have a few guys in your Rolodex that you can be like, okay, I'm after this book, because sometimes you're not going to find one in auction, or you're afraid that in auction it might just go crazy. You can always buy from a dealer, and if it's and they've got a huge network, and they know what books you have, and they know what books everybody has, and just like Stephen did a good job on Alan's show showing how he was able to get Cap 1 and Batman 31 by utilizing a dealer, but I think at a convention, I don't think they're there to sell the big books, because that's how you get people into your booth. You show the big booth, you show the big books, and you price them so nobody will buy them. And then, but you can make relationship with those guys, and then they'll sell it to you on the side on Instagram, or or they'll show up at auctions.
Hey, Johnny, Lyle, Lyle's in the chat. Lyle has a good one there. He said, nobody even knows what I have. He says, I don't even know what I have.
The one thing I was going to try, though, have you guys heard of the Collector Summit?
I have. What somebody else was talking to me about this. Could you explain?
Sounds expensive. It sounds expensive.
It advertises itself as being like a kind of a con for big spenders and big
high end stuff. Yeah.
And so they invite people to come in with their big books and their original art. And
Toronto has one of those. Toronto has a big, like it's by invitation only, and it's
like a high roller room.
Like we're talking like $1,000 tickets. We're talking about as an incentive, they'll bring a big person from the comic book industry, like a Dan Didio or whatever his name is, or Jim Lee to the place to encourage people to come. But they only have that every 3 to. I think they stopped that at COVID, because I haven't heard that it was still going on, and it was more of an auction place and or place where you could meet other big banger guys, in my understanding, a good chunk of the golden age, like the Batman ones, for example, were traded there, at least in Canada. And I've certainly heard. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I said, well, Collector Summit's kind of tied to heritage auctions a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's in Dallas, and so
Yeah, sounds like it's out of my price range. I mean, I'll buy big books, but I'm not buying that big of books.
It sounds like it'd be fun to go to, but
I've heard that Metropolis in New York City does that as well. Like they have, because like they're one of the best. They get everything apparently, and they are one of the best people at getting. So they have big banger auctions where they close the store. Eyes Wide Shut comic convention. If you're really into good girl art,
Right? Already in masks. Yeah. They're all in superhero masks.
Yeah.
I have 400,000 from Batman. Who do I have over here?
They say, okay, everybody come up, all you Eyes Wide Shut people come in a costume, and everybody is the Joker. Every single one of them shows up.
That would be scary.
$400,000 in a decoder ring.
Okay. Right. I have to admit, I wish I got a picture, but I saw it in passing, and it took me 2 seconds. I had to ask someone else. There was a person dressed as the Joker, and he went in with his two friends, the Toker and the Smoker and the Midnight Toker.
That's good.
And they had all the little labels on their thing. And I was like, that is brilliant.
That's really funny.
Steve Miller.
Because the other two guys just look like guys in Canadian tuxedos.
Canadian tuxedos. All denim.
Yes, we call them that too.
I lived in Canada for a year, and I remember people saying that, and I remember seeing it. People wearing.
We always laugh. The reason why we call them that is because if you go to any wedding outside of a city, like in the country, there's always one uncle wearing the Canadian tuxedo.
We call them that here in Ohio.
But does anybody have other comics they like to show? Anybody get any cool stuff?
Well, Rich, did you do any video? Maybe I'm not getting into my feed. Did you do a video on what you got at Heroes Con?
I've made 3 videos so far, and I'm thinking about. I showed some of the books I got, but I'm thinking about making another one where I kind of just like show them all off, But yeah, I've done 3 videos so far.
Okay, I'll check your channel.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Oh, I was going to mention something, and I last night on Alan's stream, he said it in public, so I think I can share it. But if anybody, I don't know, if you get the time, just check in on Buttface McBooby. I know it's hard to say. Like
that was
I checked in with him today on Instagram, but he's having a real bad problem. His wife is in the hospital. It looks like she's not going to make it, and he's really torn up. And so I don't know if you guys think about it. Maybe just check in with him, and I just trying to make sure he's good. And it's not. I didn't want to pry, and I didn't talk to him, but he's already said it. I just was since he said it in public, I figured I'd just mention if anybody can get a chance to thoughts and prayers, and of course,
yeah. I know Buttface's real name, but I don't know if he wants it out there. So
I don't know his name, but I just checked in with him just to tell him. He was
one of the winners of my bells in the last giveaway. I hope he never heard if he got it or not.
Yeah, Lyle. I think it's too new and raw right now for him. I just wanted to let him know that everybody in the comic community is here for him, and if he needs anything, to just say so. Just reach out.
Community. This is a great community,
and I think he appreciated that. But I think right now it's just too new, too raw. I think maybe in time he'll maybe want to talk about. I don't know that he wants to talk about it so much right now. I just wanted to let him know that we're thinking of him, and that if he needs something, reach out.
Well, I'm glad you said something because I haven't personally seen the show last night. I wasn't on there because I was at the movie. So if you'll remember, I popped on Biggie's when I got home.
Yeah,
But I've also been out of town for a week, so I really don't know what's been going on YouTube so much. So I basically spent half of today catching up on everybody's videos. That's why maybe I didn't see yours, Riches. I don't know.
It's hard to catch up on people's videos.
It really is.
And
It took,
YouTube's algorithm is always weird too, man. Sometimes I have to hunt for people's.
yeah, no, exactly. Like I always get Chonko, and I always get Stevie D. Stevie, I admit I put the notifications on. I did that back when he had like 20 people because I wanted to make sure that I got Stevie's videos in my feed because he was so small back then. But Chonko, I tend to watch your videos first thing in the morning when I'm setting up for work, you know. And AG,
all my
course,
swearing.
Are you kidding? They don't hear it. I'm not online with anybody.
I'm
And
kidding.
to be honest, it wakes me up. It's
I know,
great.
that's what I'm saying. My swearing helps wake you up.
I love
The
it.
Chonko coffee cup.
Yeah.
Shot of adrenaline.
Isn't there one called it's the Chonko full of nuts?
Right. Oh wait. Oh hey. I did. I saved one. Look at this.
Impressive.
I didn't even open it because I don't know. Maybe Rich doesn't want me to open it on his channel because I'll start swearing all over the place.
Man.
But look at that. This is a comic somebody sent.
Mhm.
Go for it, man. Go for it.
Go for it.
All right. So I've ordered from this person before, and they
It's
didn't
dog
send it.
shit. You can tell by just the
Ladies
white
and
packaging,
gentlemen,
man.
please join us. Well,
Yes.
somewhere.
It's just a flexible package, and I can tell it's just like a backer board. That's
I
all
thought
it is.
I thought you were holding up the Death of Superman freaking cover thing where it was
So
going to come in
bad,
a
but
white
it's
poly bag.
Yeah. But yeah, fuckface McFuckface sends me this.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like I know what this is. You guys already know what this is, right? By the packaging, you already know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Boris the Bear. It's a Boris the Bear.
Oh, probably nice.
Anyone
Actually,
who sends Boris the Bear
I
comics,
did look through. That's another thing that was missing
don't
at
give
my
a shit
con. They didn't
about
have a lot of dollar bins, but the ones they did, I was still looking for Boris the Bear.
if you send Boris the Bear comims, you're a piece of filth. You're a
people-
human.
They just do
Oh
not
my
care.
god! Oh, you're gonna love this. Oh, all right.
Are these the
Hold on.
Gettner ones?
No. These I had those already. This is like a run filler one, and it was really cheap. But anyway, yeah. Oh, look at this! Is what want to see what fuckface did? Look at. All right, I'm just gonna open it all right here. I'm not gonna show the guy things, but here you're seeing me open this real time. It's this little shit stain thing and the comic book. That's what Dickhead did. That's what Dickhead did. Everyone, if you sell Boris the Bear comics online, you are an absolute dickless asshole, and you do things like this. Oh my god, that's the diaper box. That's it.
That's
That
funny.
and this, that and this.
Aubrey,
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
how often have you been unlucky in the unboxing thing? I've been pretty lucky because everybody sends me things pretty well wrapped up, but Chonko seems to be the bad luck boy.
No,
Well,
I
but it's also when I'm ordering Boris the Bear. Like if you're ordering Boris the Bear, I promise you, if somebody's
Every
selling
time.
Boris the Bear comics, like
Every
that
time.
person is absolutely an absolute unmitigated asshole.
I use those electronic box cutters to help me get through it. That's what I've been thinking about sending over to Chonko.
Matt doesn't
Electronic
collect
box cutters.
Boris only because Matt hasn't been able to find any Boris yet.
I think
I'm
Matt
not
said-
overpaying for it at my comic shop. Hey, by the way, Adam, can you see what I've done? I've hung it.
Yep, show it closer there, Matt. Pull that thing up again, man. I love it. I love it.
That's a good one.
Got to
That
show
was really good.
showcase Adams.
That's so good.
Oh, you got it taped up there or whatever? Okay, I was gonna say get close to the camera.
No, if I pull it off again, then I have to move everything to retape it up, and it's just
Okay. Hey, I'm glad to see you finally move your coffee can back a little bit because I was concerned. I think that picture was holding it up. Right?
And then, of course, there's Stevie's picture.
That coffee can up on the top of your shelf there, man. It was I think that pitcher was keeping it from falling off.
That's
You had on the-
possible. It's empty. It's
Okay.
empty. All it's in it is a ripped $5 bill. So
It's so fun to watch people open up those caricatures because everybody seems to be enjoying them and they're laughing and smiling and happy.
It's fun.
And I'm thinking, man, all of you guys understand what great comic art is, but you also enjoy a beginner artist, a novice, and that makes me feel real good that it makes people happy. And I think there's an element.
I laugh every time I see mine. It's really good.
I think that honestly, Steve, it's not the talent of the artist that I like about it. It's the fact you thought of me, and B, the fact you based it on me. That is the best part.
But also, Stevie has a really good sense of humor.
He really
these are
does.
really, really funny, and they're also he's got a unique style to it. Like he's keeping the style you think, and it's distinctive. I think it's really fun and great.
Well, thank you, and I was very humbled by what you said on Alan's show the other day, and where Hagen, his comedy is lickety split on the second wit, where mine is, I think about it, I would be more of a comedy writer in the background of a show for somebody up front like that. But that's where my sense of humor is. It's slow compared to somebody that can just whip it right off the top of their head,
No.
But that reminds me of a couple of gals I met. Rich, can you make me big? I was in the supermarket. And
I love making people big.
This is already going to be funny. I already know this is going to be funny.
Right. And I heard these two ladies arguing about there wasn't any decent guys left in the world. And I said, I got a couple of friends. Excuse me, ladies, but I know a couple of nice guys. I didn't say Matt because I know, Matt, you're married. So I said Chanko and Rich.
Yeah.
And they said, well, I'd like to meet him. I said, well, the first thing you got to do is they got to see a picture, They just can't take it on my word, So the first one is this guy.
Just my type.
And she says,
I think I know her.
The news for you guys is, she says, I dig guys that collect comic books. And then she goes on to say, don't worry, my species are true vegetarians unless there's nothing else to eat. Which I thought was funny. I thought that was my best line in a long time. And the one I did today, here's the other gal.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how hard it is to draw 3 boobs on one person.
I have a question. How long do you think is it going to take the average man to realize that she also has 3 eyes?
Yeah, I'm up here
until you said it.
And her dialogue box, the comedy part is, do you have any idea how hard it is to shop for sunglasses? And she's got a 3-lens sunglasses in her hand. And then she goes, don't get me started on bras.
That is really, really funny.
That is funny.
Good gravy, that's funny.
So each one takes a few hours to do, and then thinking about, the hardest thing is thinking about what they would say that would be entertaining or comical,
Yeah.
But I do have some real comic books to show you guys.
Oh shit!
All right, I have some Iron Mans, 20 centers. Most of these were George Tuska, Esposito, and Gil Kane, Jim Starlin. Those were the artists. Here's Iron Man 60. The Marauder is the villain.
Cool.
The Marauder.
And I haven't seen him.
I'll be right back.
and then they got Iron Man. He's really in a pickle right here. Same villain, but he's always, as strong as he is, he always gets caught up in stuff. And then here's another Whiplash cover.
Wow, that made my neck snap back.
Yeah, that's a good one there. 62. And here's the Dr. Spectrum. I'm missing the corner on this guy, but it'll be easy enough to replace. That's an interesting
Very nice cover.
Yeah. And here's a monster one. Rock. ROKK.
Rock, yes, because remember what Steven said, when in doubt, double the consonants.
Yeah. It's like on Mon Comics, he was showing the precursor Hulk that was before Hulk, that was in one of the Strange Tales or one of those titles. And here's one. All the superheroes go nuts from time to time, and Iron Man's no exception. And he's destroying a building there.
Very nice.
Yeah, I read all these so long ago I can't remember the plots. Now, you know the cover with Thor and Silver Surfer, that wonderful cover?
Yeah.
Where they're fighting. Well, here's one that I think is just as good. Thor and Iron Man doing battle.
I have to wonder how many Thor battling some other superhero covers there's got to be, because I know there's a lot of Hulk ones, but I think there are more Thor than Hulk.
Yeah, I did a show on Hulk and Iron Man. I think I came up with almost 20 covers. And here's the Freak. You can see him over in the corner over here.
Right.
Freak.
He looks a lot like the Parasite.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool cover. And he's fighting two of them in this one. Sunfire and the Unicorn. And the Unicorn was one of his earliest villains. Now, of all the stuff I read, the one that almost killed Iron Man wasn't Mandarin. It was Living Lightning. He had him down in a well where he couldn't get out. And this one here reminds me, 69, of the 100th issue cover. It's so very close to that cover. And so I figured what I'd do tonight was to show some Iron Man 10 issues and 10 issues of Cap. If somebody wants to take another turn, if they have stuff to show.
Well, actually, Lyle has a question for you.
For me?
Yes, Stevie D, does your grandson collect comics too?
Well, I've been trying to get him to start. I gave him a sharp box with his name on it, and I gave him a stack like this. And my one grandson is 5, so he collects toys.
Yeah.
But Gabriel, we did a show on action figures. He had a red wagon full of action figures, the bigger ones like this, plastic $10 action figures. And we did a video on that. He's going to get into them more and more as time goes on, because I want somebody in the family to inherit this collection.
Yeah.
One son was an Army guy, so I'm going to give him the Captain America. The other son is an Iron Man kind of guy, and
Nice.
then all the rest of the stuff. I don't know what happens to people when they get sick or pass away, and they have accumulated all this stuff, and their family members really don't know what they have or what.
I just hope 1-800-GOT-JUNK doesn't get them.
Yeah.
Make it disappear.
Yeah.
Now here's some
I have
cool.
to call them this week, so they're on my mind.
Here's one that Steppo would like. He's always done the World War II. This is Nazi X. not ZX. It's how they say it.
Oh wow.
What's ZX?
And there's the damsel in distress. Hot pants are just as good as the dress. I got a man thing with hot pants.
I got a man thing with hot pants too.
I don't want to see a man thing in hot pants.
212. This is 212. I think this is Jack Kirby. Yeah. You can tell Jack Kirby's a Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's so distinct from the way others draw it. And the villain is the Red Skull. And it's a cheesy Red Skull compared to some of the Red Skulls I have in the collection.
Okay, I was like looking. It's like, where is it? Where is it? It's under the orange thing. Okay.
Now, this cover, I like this kind of cover where the memory flashback is in a single color, usually a grayish or a blue grayish color. And on this one, some kid must have taken a crayon and just went zoop, zoop, or a marker. He went all the way through the book, but it hardly distracts because if I wouldn't have said it, I don't think you guys would have seen it too much. But the flashback, I like that, and I think that's a common trope in comic books. And he's fighting a Human Torch, but inevitably, whenever two guys fight, they always have to team up to fight the real villain that's manipulating everybody in the background and causing stuff. Here's the Night Flyer, and here's the Falcon. I like the Falcon's uniform. Now, everybody said they didn't like the Captain America movie. I just watched it recently. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
The one I watched that I didn't like was Craven. They kind of tried to make him a good guy. And it was a cool movie and everything, but you can't make a bad guy a good guy after you've got him in your mentality that he's a rotten guy, you know? This has got to be another Kirby cover, just looking at Cap's face.
Oh, that's Kirby. Absolutely.
That's definitely Kirby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like the Vince Coletta. That looks like when he was being inked by Coletta.
And Nick Fury's in here. They barely got a sliver of his eye patch, you know?
Yeah.
I'd rather have him with more of an identifying feature show, especially on the cover. And here's Iron Man and Cap together fighting. They have fought so many villains and so many times against Hydra and AIM and all those kind of places. And they'll argue with each other while they're fighting bad guys. You know, they've done that many, many times. 2 to go in this series. And here's a cool cover. It's got a dead Captain America and the real Captain America and whoever this villain is. I haven't read this one, but I like the color scheme on this. And I'll tell you, if it wasn't for Captain America's shield, that guy would have more holes than Swiss cheese. and if you read his books, most of the time when they shoot a machine gun, it goes Buddha, 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 Buddha. It's spelled out. And so, and the last one is the same two fighting. This is the Ameridroid. It's Captain America is an android fighting. He's like 3 times bigger than Cap. And he's fighting him. I have read this one.
Who made the android?
I can't remember.
Probably Red Skull or Hydra.
Probably one of them. Cap battles for his very life. This issue and all the issues before and all the issues after.
Yes.
And that's my set, guys.
All right.
Very nice book, Steve.
I can show some stuff if you guys want.
All right.
Oh, nice.
I don't have a ton, just a few things.
I got shit ton.
So I got a handful of covers from believe this is that Bird City, but I don't remember this artist, but I really liked. It's a series called Hack and Slash, but I really liked this cover. Can't remember the artist's name. I got to look it up. It was just something I bought when I was looking at some other things that I'll show. Then I bought something where somebody sent this as a freebie, like with something I bought. But this Crimes of Passion. It's got this cool Batman and Catwoman on it. So I'm gonna read it. It's kind of a thicker, like I don't know how many page, but 80 page. So give it a shot. It's a free comic somebody sent me. But a couple of things that I've been reading that I really, really like. This Buried Long Ago.
Yeah, it's so good.
I love this. It's really creepy and weird, and it's like psychopath auntie kind of thing, like weird, really, really good, kind of suspenseful, kind of thriller / serial killer kind of in the family stuff. And the other one that I really like, Eric turned me on this. Eric from SideQuest, but We're Taking Everyone Down with Us.
Okay, for a second there, I thought you were saying that as the Eric with Eric. We're taking everyone down with us. This is
oh no, it's the series, and it's kind of like James Bond meets Johnny Sacco and his flying robot. It's like this girl, her father was like an arch villain. Trying to like take over the world kind of stuff, and he's put himself into this robot who is like her caretaker, and they're going to extract revenge on the people who killed him. Another one that I just got, and I don't remember who showed me this. It might have been Adam or I'm not sure, but I think it was on Crom's stream. But this Werewolf Frankenstein,
nice.
It's a Frankenstein that got bit by a werewolf, and now it's a Frankenstein werewolf.
Werewolf Frankenstein, yeah.
Yes. So it's like that's the story that I've heard. I haven't read it yet. I just got this yesterday, but yeah, it's a literal Frankenstein werewolf. So
kind of looks like the Yeti.
It's like you can see like the patchwork where his head's getting put together, like the Frankenstein. It looks cool at least. But then got some cool stuff. So got a couple of Jenny Frison signed with like the CMA, like this cool Zatanna with the where it's signed in silver, and then she did this Red Sonja, where she signed it in red.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever seen that one. That's really cool.
I hadn't seen this either. These were on a Whatnot stream, and I got them for a pretty good deal. And then a couple of my new favorites. Like everybody knows, I talk about Kunkka and I talk about Suspiria. Everybody knows those two, but I think both Adam and I are on this other artist, but Tula Lote.
Oh, that's nice. I like the blending of colors.
Yeah, she's a painter. She does like all these like cool painted and charcoal and kind of cool covers. I really, really like what she's doing. In fact, I got a piece of original art. I got a Christopher Walken she did from Dead Zone. Original art. That I got a frame. I've got that in a box that's going to be framed along with Adam's piece that he made for me. Both going to be framed. But the other one is Shubina, Sveta Shubina, and I found out about her on the Beyond Wednesdays show, which actually I just got confirmed today. Brian McClay from Beyond Wednesdays is gonna come on for an interview, so that'll be really fun.
Very nice,
cool.
But Sveta Shubina is an artist in the Ukraine, and she does like all these pinup art, and she cannot come on for interviews. She can't come to the US. She's like basically like in hiding. Like she's like in a really war-torn area of the Ukraine. And her only spokesman is her manager. And just last night she was able to get a video out to the Beyond Wednesdays guys to to thank them for helping her with her work. But anything you see that she does, like these raw copies, if you don't get in on the pre-order, like after it's out, all of the like a raw copy of all of her stuff, $150, $200 going. That's what it's going for on eBay. Her book last year, like the one this like kind of foxy cover she did, I think that sells for like $500 raw now. She's really, really in demand. She's really, really good. But I just got a couple of her pop kills, but this one I just got.
Wow.
In kind of the negative space with the fur coat and stuff, kind of really cool stuff.
Very stylish.
And this one, this.
Oh yeah, that's the one right there.
I've seen that one. Yeah.
And the kind of the pop, like the pop bottle, and the into the skull pop kill.
Skull, yeah.
But yeah, like if you and she did a cover for the Beyond Wednesdays guys. You know, they have a booth this year at San Diego Comic-Con.
Nice.
And,
Chaco, after I saw your show when you presented that book, I was inspired to draw her.
Let me just finish this last part of the story.
Sorry, Chaco.
It's okay. It's just kind of a cool. It's like 2 seconds, but so the Beyond Wednesdays guys have a booth at San Diego Comic-Con, and they just had 2 people do covers for a few people do covers for them, but Suspiria did some covers for them, and Shubina did a cover for them. They put a handful of copies, like I don't know, 100 or something up. Shubina copies sold out in 2 minutes. All the Suspiria copies all completely gone. So yeah, a couple of these artists they're like suddenly like getting really, really big. And I did talk to Suspiria again. I did not approach her to be on the show. But I have an original piece of art for Suspiria that's going to land. I told her I'm going to do a show on it, and like after she sees that, I'm going to approach her again without the hat.
Without the hat,
will come on to do the interview with no.
Make sure you got a big Nancy hat on.
I promise.
Yeah, wear a big Nancy hat this
You're
time.
right.
It was my bad. Sorry, Stevie. I just wanted to get that last part up.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay.
I was just excited because the cover you showed, I saw it and I loved it so much. I tried to draw it. I didn't draw it exactly, but
good attempt.
I have
Very
never
good.
drawn anything like that before.
Yeah,
And
that's some of
It's
your best work
distinctively
so
your
far,
style
man.
for sure.
That
Yeah,
is
I mean,
awesome.
good
Your best
attempt.
work so far.
it's outside of I think it's outside of my style, which I told Adam, what I think I'm going to start doing is to try to draw more established artist covers and stuff, just to see how they do it and to try to acquire them skills. Hopefully, it's a slow process. That thing took several hours to do, and it's very time consuming and mentally draining, but also extremely satisfying at the same time.
Oh,
Very nice.
Derek said for that first Hack Slash cover, it's Anna Mercano. Thanks, Derek. I forgot who it was.
I'm going to show a couple quickies because I have to go in a couple minutes. I'm seeing the time and stuff. Gee, I wonder where I saw this one before.
Yeah.
It's the Lyle Hobson challenge.
Yes, the Lyle Hobson Challenge.
Have you read it yet, Matt?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
And
Who
I
were
got to
you rooting
admit,
for?
parts of it sort of amused me, but it was more like, why did I waste $5 on this?
So who did you root for to make it?
Oh, you know what? I really didn't care. I knew they'd all make it. I was like, I got to the point where it was like, okay, is this going to end soon? I got this one. Thanks a lot, Nate, putting it in my head. The Dazzler. I got it really cheap in Montreal. And the other two are other ones that I wouldn't have if it wasn't for Nate.
Nice.
I blame Nate. And the pièce de résistance. We all know this one.
It's spreading. More and more people getting Nightcat.
Well, you know what? The ferret seems to have bottomed out and it's coming down again. Topped up and coming down again.
Right.
Let's try and get Nightcat up there. That's all
Ferret-
I got for now.
Ferret stocks down. Invest in Nightcat.
AG, Aubrey, have you picked up a ferret?
Not
I know
yet. Not yet.
I know that
Now that the
Rich
bubbles
has
bursted, I should.
Rich has one,
yeah.
Stevie D has one, and Chonko has one. I think
Yeah,
I
I
said
was one of
his.
Oh, yeah.
the
Adam
first
has
ones to have one.
Yeah, I'm working on getting the whole series. I only need two
I
left.
managed to do it in one shot. In fact, it was not my finest moment where he showed the ferret, and 5 minutes later, I'm like, I just ordered every one of them.
I've done that. I've done that several times.
Oh,
I have like 3 or 4 of the die cut cover because I just need to send those out to people.
I pick them up every time I see them. Yeah.
Mr. Aiken sent me mine in an AOK.
that is cool. I thought I sent you one. Maybe I'm wrong. I know I sent one to somebody.
You sent me the Legion of Substitute Heroes. I love that story. The guy gets his head stuck in the ground, the whole issue.
Yeah. I've got 3 or 4 AOKs I'm in the middle of doing right now, as well as trying to get my prizes organized. I haven't had time because I was out of town. So now I'm back. I've got some concentration time before I take more time off next month.
I'm terrible at it, man. I like I think I send cool stuff, but I'm like so bad at like the timing. It takes me so long. Like I owe Bleecker a shirt. I told him I'd send him one, and sometimes it's like when it's going into Canada, I just dread the whole process of going to the post office and like talking to them and like having to do all the paperwork.
Yes, I get that. I have that. It's so easy in Canada to send out anywhere. It actually
really
costs me less to ship. It costs me less to ship to Stevie in the United States than it cost me to send something to Lyle.
Oh wow.
Huh,
Wow.
Because Lyle's on the other end of the country, right?
Mm.
And it stays in Canada. So unlike America, where you go up, down, north, south, Canada, from where I am, you got to go up and then across.
Oh, geez.
Do they-
I'm below the 49th. So
Do they have different rates based on distance or
they do for packaging.
okay?
Wow.
And I'm
And-
sending Dave a package. I don't know if Dave's still in the chat, but I did a video. I don't know. I got another thing of like sending something out for somebody to read as long as they review it. Like review it on the channel. And I got a couple of things where I was just like, and he stepped up. He said that he would do a review, so I'm gonna send him that. And gonna send him a Chonko shirt too. So.
Talking about TM.
TM did. TM's doing. He's doing.
He's doing
Beneath
the Under
Trees
the
Where Nobody
Trees.
Sleeps.
I've seen him.
Yeah.
He's got the first one up.
Yeah, I know he really likes the story. It's just I was debating with him a little bit on the art, and it's just like I was saying. Well, like I know the art is very much like a children's book, but it's why they did that on purpose because
I know.
Yeah, it
to
worked.
make it disturbing. It's
It's
like-
more disturbing as a result. I've read a couple pages online where they,
Yeah.
showed some sample pages, and I'm like, oh man, this I got to be in the right mood because this is just ooh.
it's so good.
Yes.
Last year of the comics I read last year, that was the best comic I read.
I was going to show you this, Jonko.
Oh wow, what is that?
This
Hardcover?
This is the storybook edition
Yeah.
for Beneath the Trees,
Whoa,
Wow.
I've never seen that.
and it's signed by Patrick Horvath.
Yeah, I have an issue signed by him, but
And
wow,
it,
that is cool.
it also has a prequel, like a 10-page story from the that is part of this story, but it was a prequel to it.
Nice.
Wow,
that's cool.
I need to get that. So
Yeah, it's cool.
the new one just dropped. The
Yeah, Rites of Spring.
yeah, it's I have some they're in the mail supposedly, and I got like several variants. So yeah, I'm all on. I liked that so much, and I found it so really dark and like subversive, and I like things like that, especially when it catches me off guard, where it's like like the kind of the overall like cheerful facade is broken, and it's like there's this dark underbelly where it's not like it doesn't start out dark, but it's like when you understand what's really happening, it's like, whoa, this is really, really disturbing.
It reminded me a lot of when I was a kid reading Richard Scarry books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are all kind of effed up.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you say that?
the new issue really kind of takes off. I mean, it's still that same kind of style and same kind of feeling through it. So it's pretty messed up stuff.
Okay,
I remember
good night, everybody. I'm going to head out because I see the time. My son's sort of poking around the corner there. So,
All right.
Bye,
take
Matt.
care,
Great to
guys.
Thanks
see
for
you,
stopping
man.
out, Matt.
Good seeing you,
Bye.
Matt.
I got a couple things I could show if you're looking for some things.
Cool.
Sure, buddy.
I went to go see the Jurassic Park movie today. So I still haven't seen Superman, but kind of have to wait with my wife with how she's doing with.
Well, let me tell you about it, so you don't have to go see it. Let me.
Yeah. so we're probably on at least a week delay of seeing some things, but I think I'm probably going to go see Fantastic Four like opening night. That's my book. I just can't I can't resist. And too many people will spoil things because they know I like it. So it's like, okay. But on the way back, stopped by comic shop that was near the movie theater, and I've been working on a Marvel team up run, and I don't know if so I got these two that didn't have, which number 31, which is Spider-Man and Iron Fist.
Cool.
I collected these as a kid, team ups
Yeah.
and 2-in-1s.
And then I got a 140, which is Black Widow, kind of cool, all red and black. But
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else gets this way, but so I use CLZ, and I get really excited when my let's see if that'll focus. When my have list just comes down to 2 rows, like I'm working on a run, and when I can eliminate a whole row, then I get very excited about that.
I don't use that part of it. I'm using it to catalog and for values because I got a link to go collect. So
yeah. So when I got CLZ, I got the grandfathered version. So I don't pay anything for it, but it also doesn't link up with Go Collect. So I could pay, but I'm being a stickler. So and then I picked up some kind of Bronze Age horror stuff. I got some giant sized chillers. This is the second volume. This is the number 1 because the first volume has the first Lilith in it, and but I think 1 and 2 of this I think are most. They only did 3 issues of the volume 2. I think the first 2 are just mostly Golden Age reprints, from Atlas. But still, love that cover. Pretty cool. Little looks like a
Nice.
gorilla with tentacles, kind of monster. And I know Nate was into this, but he's not called Speedor. He doesn't wear Speedos. It's Thongor because he wears thongs.
Yeah.
oh no,
But this is Creatures on the Loose, and Creatures on the Loose kind of, had some later had like Man Wolf in it, and it had some like Cull, I believe, and like a a couple Golden Age books. It's kind of like a collect all, but they kind of moved into some different things. And so this is Thongor, but Creatures on the Loose 25. And I think this is one. Yeah, this is the one Nate had shown. That's Thongor's last battle. Hey, it's they took the girl in hot pants from Stevie D's Captain America book or Iron Man book and put her right here. Like she just can't escape. She's got the white top and the red hot pants. So yeah. So and then I did get one of the Man Wolves, and this one also reminds me. There's a
Werewolf by Night.
that I think is like number 10. And which is also like a homage of a Golden Age horror thing too. So it's kind of like a continuation, which is pretty cool. But it's like the
like
werewolf
different perspectives. Like this one shows from the windshield, the other one shows from the back seat.
Yeah. So it's kind of
really
cool to have the werewolf in the back seat kind of thing. But that's what I picked up today. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah,
those were cool.
That Man Wolf is really cool because like the Werewolf by Night, like you said, it's from like the perspective of the backseat and the werewolf looking forward.
Yeah,
and the Man Wolf is from it's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, you have to assume that they looked at that and had to do that way. But yeah, just really cool. But yeah, I'm kind of starting. I've been going down this Bronze Age Marvel horror rabbit hole, and I've started. I'm going to put together some videos coming up soon. I did a whole bunch of research on all the titles and what's in them and keys and which ones have reprints and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to try to put some various videos out, but I'm also going to show like stuff that I have from each one. So that was kind of purposeful to get help with some content there. Yeah.
Cool. Archivist was asking about Cover Price and CLZ. They're different. CLZ is more cataloging your collection kind of a thing, and Cover Price, but you can link them. They have a linkage if you pay for it. So like for me, I'm able on CLZ, I'm able to not only show the catalog of my collection, put it out in an Excel spreadsheet, but Cover Price, like once a day, I update the values, and any of the values from Cover Price get populated into CLZ. So it's kind of cool in that way. Like if you really want it, and it's also CLZ, you can take photographs of covers. It'll look it up automatically, put any value, or any grade in. It's pretty cool. It's an easy way to catalog your collection, I find, just personally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I got a few books, but I think I think the last week I've been like making up for not buying very much at Heroes Con. I have bought a shit ton of books, but I'm just going to show what I've picked up today, just today, because we'd be here for another hour if I showed you what I got for the last week. Through going to LCSs and off of claim sales and stuff. So let's see. I've been looking for these for a while. Well, not looking real hard, but finally came across them. It's the Batman Last Night on Earth. The series, all three of those, where he's packing around the head of the Joker.
Wow, that's cool.
Oh, I've never seen that cover.
I love that.
That's number 2. That was the first one was number 1. I think it's like a 3-part series, but I've been wanting to get it and read these. So it's number 3. So
they're all really cool covers.
Snyder, Coppola, huh?
Cool covers.
Yeah, great Coppola.
It's a neat story. It's a good story, actually.
Yeah. So trying to find him. My one LCS I went to, he bought a new collection, bought a really huge collection, and over the last probably 3 weeks, he's been slowly bringing more and more out as he goes through the collection and stuff and gets them sorted and all that stuff. But then I didn't have this one here. This is I collect certain runs of Legends of the Dark Knight, but I didn't have like number 1 with a little fancy yellow cover. I've been looking for one of those for a while, so had that in there. But then I've been wanting one of these too, Canto number 1.
I love that story. I love it.
So it's a good price, and I've been wanting to pick these up, several of them up, so I can start reading them, because I've always heard that it was a good story. Like I think you've talked about Chaka. I think I'm trying to think of who else I've watched that said that, that they like this and stuff. So it's a really, really, really cool, like almost fairy tale kind of a story. I think you'll dig it. But a lot of times when you come across them, they're like severely overpriced and this
Right.
and that. So this one was very reasonably priced, so I jumped on it. So, and then I can't remember if I've got this, but I swear I don't. The cover kind of looks familiar, but I didn't think I had it. But it's from the Cincinnati Comic Expo. I don't know what year, but it's Lord of Gore.
Whoa.
And oh shit, the glare. Let me go on this side. There we go. Well, somehow I'm doing glare wrong. But yeah, he's holding the two heads and he's holding the head down there and stuff. It's kind of cool. So I don't know. I was glancing through it today when I was rebagging it. Kind of neat. And then this Doomsday Clock. Someone showed this the other day. It's our little articulate where it's the Superman. It's when they finally cross over to the DC universe.
Yeah, it's got the Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman emblem.
Yeah, and stuff. And at the end of the book, it has Superman in it or something. But
I love when I first read Watchmen. It's like one of those things you wish you could go back and read it for the first time again. Where it just like totally blows your mind. And
yeah. That's how I feel about the movie too. I really enjoy the movie like that. Go back and watch it. First time I watched the movie, I was just like, man, that was awesome. Then I got this 3D Alien Terror. It's even got the glasses too. So
cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So that's a bad chick.
It's one of Stevie's supermarket girls.
Got like suction cup nipples or something, man. It's friggin' like an octopus.
She's stuck to the window with them.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, she looks like a bug on a windshield. The guys are like freaking out. She's just saying, "Get my titties off this window, man."
Wasn't there like a Sir Mix-a-Lot song called "Put 'Em on the Glass"? Like that was. It was like his failed. Like it was like. So he had the Big Butt song or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, I'm going to stick with the theme. Put them on the glass. And it was literally that. It was, hey, miss, will you put them on the glass, please? So I think not really those words, but.
And since I seen Superman today, I thought this was a funny cover. This World's Finest.
Oh wow! Took that off.
Squeezing him so damn hard, he's popping his head off. It's like,
oh man.
Maybe not the world's finest, it turns out.
Yeah. But this one, man, you come across some every once in a while, it's where a little kid has had their fun on it. But he colored out part of Superboy, and now it's called Up Arbo.
Upper bow. Oh, and it's
Kids
the
are so
hanging issue.
stupid.
Look at their faces. He colored on their faces.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And then down here in the corner, he turned him into Eddie Munster.
Oh my God, kids. Kids. What are you doing?
Hey,
you delinquent.
It was the hanging issue. He was processing some stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
His brain
Man,
was
how
like-
dark of an issue is that? Paul Kent being hung, Curse of the Hanging Noose.
Oh no.
Superboy. Like,
I would
damn.
have bought that. I would have bought that if I ran across it.
It was
Yeah.
$1, man. I was like, it was in the dollar bin. I was like, God, I gotta have that. That's awesome. My cousin actually found it, and he's like, look at this. I was like, let me have that.
That's good.
So I gotta have that, man. And on the back of it, it's got he wrote in pen. I can't figure out his name. I was going to show you guys, but it's. I assume he's saying Dayton, Ohio, which is where I'm from, just south of Dayton, Ohio. But it's he spells it funny. He spells it Daton. But I don't know if that's his name. It's Caravel Kit. I don't know, man. If you guys can read that. He wrote his name. He got Dayton, Ohio. I don't know what town that is. I can't make it out. It's the way it's spelled, but
It's Provenance.
yeah, that's what I said, man. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to try to backtrack and see if I can find this guy. Be kind of cool.
Mike just showed up. Yo, Comic Mike.
Oh, hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Mike. And then we went to the other day because my cousin everybody knows my cousin Jamie. I think that he's been on the show a few times, but he lives in DC, and he was passing back through. So the other day we went to a antique store, and it was up in Springfield, Ohio, which is a little bit of a drive, not too bad. But I'm actually going to go back up there because they actually had a couple comic booths that were pretty decent, you know. And I found this John Buscema comic reader cover.
Wow.
I'm a John Buscema guy, you know me, so I try to collect anything I come across that I don't have. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I was looking through, it's 1980, so it's got all the books that were coming out for that, you know, for that month or a couple of months, whatever it was. And then there's actually something else in there I want to read too. There's an article for the new Popeye movie that was coming out. So these old books like that are just cool. Then I didn't have this. I always loved this movie when I was a kid. It's the movie adaptation of Swamp Thing.
Oh yeah, with Heather Locklear.
No. Adrian Barbeau.
Yeah.
Adrian
There
Barbeau.
was one with Heather Locklear though, right?
Maybe the sequel. I think the
Okay.
second one. I think the sequel had Heather Locklear in it. Maybe.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, the first one, had old big headlights. Heather Adrian Barbeau, man.
Yeah.
Woo.
There's a couple reasons to watch that movie.
Yeah. I picked up I had my Batman run, a little bit of Batman run. 486. That's my Brayfogle, I think. No, this is a Jim Aparo, this one is, but yeah, that's a Jim Aparo one. And then I found a big run of Tarzan, but it's John Buscema Tarzan.
All right.
So I mean, this is the king size. This is actually Sal. Sal did this one.
Yeah, Wes Craven did direct that Swamp Thing. I think Archives.
Wes Craven, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I got number 5. I got a bunch of Tarzan. Big run on Tarzan. Helped fill in a lot of my John Buscema Tarzan. Didn't really realize he did so many Tarzan.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. He did the covers and the interior art on like the first I think up in the 20s. I think it was, I can't remember what number it ends on, but you got number 7. Just some neat covers. I ain't gonna show them all to you guys. I'll show you a few here. But because I bought a bunch, man. I was just like, and they were a good price too, because a lot of these earlier ones are like $10, $15, $20.
Oh
in
wow.
this one booth, everything in his boxes were $5.
Wow.
And he had some really good books. So I was like, when I seen those, I was like, I told my cousin, I said, I'm snagging them up, man. I said, for $5, because these things usually run 10, 15, $20 for whatever reason, these Tarzan ones. And they're in really good shape too. So,
Well, yeah, kids didn't usually keep Tarzan books very good, you know.
Right.
so, but that's it. That's all I'll show you guys. Like I said, man, I got a pile over here that I'm still trying to sort, and I got to rebag, and I don't know what I think I was trying to make up for not buying very much at Heroes Con or something, man, because I've just been going crazy since I got back. But
You were doing Mardi Gras, just let it continue, you know.
yeah, I was just like, man, I didn't buy this much I didn't spend this much at Heroes Con. I was just next year when I go, man, and Matt, if you go, Chonko, if you go, will be a completely different story, because I think I was just in such awe and just like getting a candy store, man. It's just like I've said before. I get sensory overload. I get that when I go into an LCS. You know, I can get sensory overload unless it's one I've been in
Right.
several times. But it just I don't know which way to look or what to look at or what to buy or okay, I should start buying now. That's how I was on Sunday. I was like, I think I better start buying. I haven't bought anything all weekend. Yeah, so.
You know, I was talking to Brian from Beyond Wednesdays when I was talking about being on the show.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I do want to go to Heroes Con, but I do think I'm going to try to convince different people to come to C2E2. He said he was open for it, and
I want to do that too, man.
I'm gonna go
I
to
wanna do
C2E2.
both, honestly. I want to.
if we could get a good crew, like I know, like I said, the Beyond Wednesdays guys they're doing a booth at San Diego, and I don't know. I mean, I would be tempted, like if he were down, and I mean, this is all just I don't know that he'd be down for it, but maybe even like going in on a booth and like doing interviews live or something at C2E2 or something. I might
Or,
even be
if
willing
not,
to
just
go in.
set something at the hotel or something, like at the house hotel or home hotel.
No, I mean at the convention, have a booth at the actual convention and do interviews.
Oh, okay.
And
Because the convention center it's at is there the motel like connected right to it, or is it?
No, it's a kind of the one where most people stay. It's not that far away, but it's huge. And somebody did this year. Somebody had a booth set up where they were doing interviews. I watched them interviewing Greg Horn, and Greg Horn was doing live drawings and stuff. It's just it would take more technical expertise than I have, and the only one I know who could pull that off is Brian. He's
Brian,
like so good with that. And again, this is all thought. I've not talked to him about this or anyone else. Please don't anybody think that this is like an actual thing. I'm just saying it's an idea that I had where it'd be kind of cool to even if I out of my own pocket went in on a booth, it would be fun.
But how far away is the hotel? Is that hotel that most people stay at? Do they call that like the house or home hotel for the show, or is it?
Not really. There's one like right next to the convention center, but I think most people were staying the one I was in, which is it's like 2 miles away. So it's like
wow.
It's not that close. But they had deals set up with different hotels. I don't know the specifics of like how much the hotel is right next to it and how quickly it didn't look like it's that big, how quickly that fills up. But I know the hotel where I was, it was a not a Hilton, but a
Best Western.
No, no, it wasn't a Best Western.
Holiday Express.
No.
Hyatt?
I'll think of it. It doesn't matter. I'll think of it.
Hyatt,
And, but it would be, it was just a thought that I had where, it'd be kind of cool to, maybe have some people go in and have an actual like podcaster / streamer table set up where, you talk to people, do interviews and network. And
I've seen other people do that too. If you ever watch Bronze and Modern Gods, they'll do that at certain shows, out west. I have like a little booth set up and stuff, and do interviews on spot interviews.
Derek, you're welcome, but actual Chaco's got to sleep with you.
just cover him in peanut butter. He'll be all right.
Well, no, and just be warned. Like in the middle of the night, he'll put his head on top of your head and snore on top of your head. That's the fun part.
But, well, all right. Well, we'll call it here, I guess. Maybe it's been over 2 hours. You guys have anything coming up you want to put out and announce? And you guys got anything coming up?
Just a couple of guests that we have coming up. I talked to Alan. Alan's going to come on.
Sweet.
I was going to ask him about next week. I don't know if he's available. But then Brian McClay. I reached out to David Nakayama, have not heard back. I've reached out to Archer, have not heard back. I reached out to Sveta Shubina, but that's not going to happen. I didn't realize that she was really, really in this kind of dangerous area where she can't even broadcast. Reaching out to just a few different people, and reached out to I forgot his channel. Is it 1022? He lost his YouTube channel. They took it away.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And he had I want to say like 5,000 subscribers. Like he had a big channel, and they accused him of doing like some kind of advertising or something like this, and he wasn't doing that. But he appealed, and they took it away. It's gone.
That's nuts, man. Nuts. Yeah, I'm holding out for DWJ and Maria Wolf, but haven't got anything back from them either. You know, that's my two dream interviews. We could make that happen, but I'm working on a couple different videos. That's about all I got going on. We'll see what happens for next week.
Bronze Age video should be this week. The top undeniable by science approved, science proven. Bronze Age 25.
Barkley was calling me about some sort of survey. Was that what I hung up on him? I wasn't sure. After I hung up, I thought, man, it's probably for Chanko. Damn,
we're not soliciting opinions. It's just the universities and AI, and we've, like I said, we every time we have one token hot chick. This last time was Anna de Armas. We're dating now, by the way, not bragging.
I guess is Sydney Sweeney due for Bronze Age?
She'll be coming up by sometime. She's an authority on the subject, and I'm sure she'll have something to add to the conversation.
Sydney Sweeney, man, I seen a meme thing about her saying that if they made her Power Girl in the gunverse, they would make $1 million. You know, they put her in that Power Girl.
They need to. They need to. There's the one where it's like it's like she's like doing some like pose, like she's like doing like a photo shoot, and it's like she's in the grass and she's just kind of wearing this lingerie and smiling at the camera, and it's the meme is how the second beer in my refrigerator looks at me on the weekday.
That's good.
Hey Jay, you got anything you want to say, or?
No, thanks for having me on, guys.
I would love having you on, man. I'll have you back soon. I'm sure we're gonna start doing repeat guests here soon enough. I think sooner or later. But love to get some of the other people back on here and just chat some more and show some more stuff off and all that. It's always a good time.
Thank you.
But thanks to everybody in the chats. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for JSS for moderating. I know he took off, but that's cool. That's like I said, if you guys aren't subscribed to these guys' channel, please do so.
And AG's Instagram.
And AG's Instagram, yes. And look at his fabulous bonerific freaking collection he's got there. I mean, he's
and be jealous of his comics.
Be jealous as hell of it. Yeah, no doubt, man. Envious. I'll say envious. But well, with that, guys, thanks everybody for coming out, hanging out, and we'll see you next Saturday.
Bye, everyone.
Take
See
care.
you, everybody.